So many people don't know what their purpose in life is, what their passion is. And they always ask me, how can I find out what my passion is? Well, today we're going to find out all about that. If you're stuck in a dead-end job that you are doing just for the money and you're not enjoying yourself, then hopefully you'll get some inspiration today. Welcome back to The Goal Getter Life. I'm Cindy Knorr, mindset coach and change agent with Synergy Coaching. When you think about whether you are living with your passion and living a fulfilling life, a lot of people don't think so. And they ask me, how can I find my passion? I have a few different ways that I'm going to help you work through today. The first one is to think about what you love doing as a child, something that you lose yourself in when you do now, like they call it flow, that you get so immersed in it, it feels like time just stands still and like hours can go by and you don't even realize it. That's one way to know that that is your passion, and that's different for everybody. It's not everybody that is good at the same things that you're good at. So that's one of the things. Another thing to consider is something that you've been through, that you've worked through a difficult time in your life, and this is like when they say that you like thrash your way through the dense forest, and then once you've worked through all those problems in your life, then you turn around and you shine the flashlight so that other people can follow. That's the second thing that is your passion. A lot of people will be able to help people through something that they've been through in their life, usually a very difficult situation. And that's another element of finding your passion. It has to be something that is not just for you. It can't be just all about money or like glory or whatever, all about you. It has to be something that gives back to other people. So if you find something like that you lose yourself in, that is something that you alone have been through and can help other people with, and like point number 3, you actually are helping someone else. It's not just for your own wealth or fame. That's how you can figure out what your passion is. People ask me, how does a professional portrait photographer end up being a mindset coach? And I love to tell you the story, because my favorite thing is working with people who hate getting their photo taken. They arrive to my studio and they say, I don't look good in photos, I hate getting my photos taken. And I say, come on in. And we have so much fun, and I show them their photo on the back of the camera, and they love it so much. And they say, oh, let me just I'll change my smile a little bit, or my hair, I don't like that. And then I go back and shoot it again until we get it, till they love it. And these people would go home and I would email them their business portrait, and then I know what happens, because some of them have told me they love their photo so much, but when they look in the mirror, they think, this is not really me. I mean, this is really beautiful, but Cindy knows how to handle the studio lighting and the posing and all that. And then, not only that, Cindy's awesome in Photoshop. So these people look in the mirror and they see something different than their business portrait, which is very beautiful. And that is, even though I don't Photoshop people like so that they look plastic or not real, they still don't feel inside that they are a beautiful person. They have all these negative thoughts and everything. And what happened was, one time when I was doing a course, there was a question, and this is something that I want you to ask yourself. Imagine if you were on a deserted island and you didn't have to forage for food or worry about anything eating you or place to sleep or anything like that, and you were allowed to study one topic, only one topic, and it was for a whole year. So you have to be careful the topic that you choose, because you don't want to choose something that you're going to end up getting bored with, but it has to be something that you will only study this one thing for an entire year. And when I did this assignment, I wrote all kinds of things because when people came to me for their business portraits, I would help them with their business card and with branding and marketing and helping them with their business and with their mindset about how to get clients. They thought the economy was bad and nobody would ever buy from them, or they couldn't charge a high enough price. So I was helping them with mindset things. And so when I did this assignment, I wrote down all kinds of things about how I wanted to help people and how I wanted to help them have a better life and better habits and lose weight like I did, or have a better relationship, all kinds of things about helping people, and it was related to coaching. I didn't write a single thing about photography. That's like not one of the things had anything to do with photography. What happened was, with my photography business, was that I was working so hard on it that I would spend until 3 o'clock in the morning editing photos. And sometimes in the summer, I would photograph families, and I'd have the windows in my basement where I was working on Photoshop, they would be blocked off so no light would come in to affect my screen. And people would say, what a beautiful day it was. And I'm like, I wouldn't know, because I am in the basement, basically in a dungeon, working on other people's beautiful family photos. And I said that my family was the most important thing to me, but my actions didn't show that. My actions showed that my business was the most important thing to me, and my relationship with my husband was suffering. My kids were being ignored. My daughter was having all kinds of problems. And my Photoshop was taking over my life. I wasn't getting good sleep. My health was horrible. And yet, I was not charging as much as I should have either. So the whole thing was just ugly. So that's why, when I was doing this assignment, I never said anything about photography. I wanted to help people live a better life, something that wasn't superficial. Because if I just did Photoshop and good lighting for people's business portraits, and they still had to go home and they didn't like themselves, what good does that do? So I thought, I need to be able to help people from the inside. And that's where my passion is. That's what I'm telling you. You got to find something that you're good at, that you love doing, that's not just for the money, that's taking up all your time and the rest of your life is suffering, your family, your health, your relationships, everything's suffering. A lot of people are in that situation. But when you find something that you love doing and it does help other people live a better life, then that's what life is all about. And you don't end up getting to the end of your life and regretting the time that you spent at work trying to make money and missing out on great opportunities with your family and helping other people. That's what passion and purpose is all about. Besides doing that one assignment that I told you about, where you're on a desert island and you have to think about the one topic that you want to study for a whole year, you can't think about your purpose and your passion by sitting around on a couch or at your desk with a notebook. The only way to figure out your purpose and your passion is to get out and do stuff. So if somebody invites you to something, go, check it out. You never know. Once you try something, then you will know that you love it or not. For me, the first time that I worked on a documentary of somebody, that's when I realized I love this. I love featuring people. And so that's why you see on this channel when we feature awesome people who are inspirational and you can learn from them. So I love studying successful people, and I want to share them with you too. That's how I found out. I found out by doing something I'd never done before, which was making a documentary. All right, you have it. Do your assignment, think about what you'd like to study, and actually, it's always a good idea to study something. So think about what you can be better at and get studying. What you would study for a year on a deserted island, and then get out and start experiencing life. Think about what you can do to help other people and what you went through in your own life. Those are all things that have to do with your purpose, and it will become your passion. For more everyday strategies on how to be your best and how to live an awesome life, subscribe to this channel. I'd love to hear what you think about this topic today, and if you have any other suggestions for future topics that you'd like me to cover. Until next time, the best in me recognizes and honors the very best in you.